Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I had promised a short video going over the chart of Kadena, and I plan to do so today. I'm going to go ahead and mark out the levels with you, turn on some other things that I work up by hand, and then we're going to talk about where I think the chart is going. Full disclosure, guys, I don't own any KDA, and I'm not buying any. I don't like the chart, to be very upfront with you guys. If we take a look at this from a linear standpoint, this doesn't look like anyone is trading it, in my opinion. This looks like nobody is trading it. No one's really doing anything with it. And coming from the, this being my second cycle, so I come from the 2016 and 17 cycle. A lot of the altcoins there really just didn't do anything, massive run-ups, things like that. That altcoin rally that was just epic. And I think crypto experienced that again as a bull run, except just tons and tons more altcoins. So I don't get into the fundamentals of them or anything like that. I trade the ones with the strongest charts because a strong chart is a representative of strong fundamentals, because that means that people are investing in it, things like that, because it is a good project. However, I cannot give this one that nod for that reason. It does have a previous high at $88 here, according to KuCoin on USDT pairing. That's where we're looking at it. And it is currently the 125th ranked cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap. One thing I do want to point out to you guys is 24-hour trading volume on this is only 5.5 million. It's not very good. So yeah, let's get into the chart, shall we? So right away, I like to look at it from a yearly standpoint, and what we'll see is we're going to go ahead and mark out the yearly open as a level already, just because it's probably not going to close back above 1231.51. It's just not. We look at the 6-month chart, you can see that, we've got a level down here at the low. We'll get out of linear, we'll get in the log so you can see what we're talking about here. And then we'll go over to the quarterly chart, not the 2 months, we want the quarterly. And, you can see why I favor this to probably come back down to these lows. And I'm just going to add on all the other levels here. And you've got a very, very nice, I would say, channel at this point. If you wanted to call it that, you could do something like this. You can see there's your EQ. Natural progression is probably going to be coming down to the low of the channel, which is between 42.78 cents and 34.64 cents. You don't really have to do a whole lot of work on this to figure this out. You can turn on your weekly levels, and then we'll go down to like a daily and take a peek at what we've got here. You can see that you've came back into this after giving up the yearly open right here, and down we go, right? So we're now making lower highs and lower lows. You're not doing anything trend-wise other than just trending straight to the floor. So that is one thing, and this is never meant to be disrespectful to anyone, because I know that sometimes people get upset because people get very invested in their these altcoins because they're invested financially. So that does sometimes carry over. And so if you take any offense to me not being into this project or liking the chart, I do apologize, but this is just the fact of the matter for me. And I was asked to look at it for how I like to look at the charts. So straight away we look, most volume was done right here. No real support here, nothing established up here. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason this doesn't come down. What is it, like another 50-60% at this point? Let's see. There's the low. Yeah, 64% to this number. And then it becomes a question of, does the, theoretically, does the range hold low? We'll use that. And you guys can't see my finger quotes, the air quotes that I'm putting on it, but I am using them. Does this range low actually hold? And will that be an accumulation area for the token? Like, let's say it is a good project and it's just, we're in a bear market and everything's down, and this one's going to rise out of the ashes in the next bull market, whenever that may be. Yeah, so be ready if you lose 34 cents. I think the all-time low on this was 31 cents, if I recall. And the reason I bring that up is if you break through this support here, you're in what's called price discovery, but not in a good way. You're in price discovery to a downside. So losing 31 cents is kind of like a big red flag, but I would really move that up to here. Now, would anything change my mind about this chart? Yeah, we could have that conversation, as we don't want to ever be too one-sided. We need to know when we're right and we're wrong. Me personally, not trading this coin and not owning this coin or planning to, Just being very deliberate with you guys about it, because I think that's the best thing to do right now. You would have to be changing direction, which for me implies getting back above the EQ of the channel, which would also take out this local high here. Then we're looking for a higher low. And so you'll see what I mean by that. Like this high right here would need to get taken out. You would need to flip that into support. So this would have to do something like this, right? And then up, like that's what you'd have to see for price for me to be bullish on it. You know, if it ran all the way back to $1.30, I honestly, even $1.69, it doesn't change anything. You're still making lower highs and lower lows. So for me, this is the zone that I'm looking for, which is coming in at 42.78 cents, 34 cents. And then you guys can play the game of, should I invest in this? You know, if you're interested in the token, if you're already holding the token and you're not selling because you think I'm, you know, full of poo or full of crap, yeah, I mean, that's okay too. But, you know, just looking at the chart, I would not put my money in this. That's just me. So you guys have to do what you're going to do. And I'll keep making videos if you guys ask me to, and go from there. If there are any questions about what I'm looking at, one thing I wanted to go over. So we now have that, you know, if we wanted to, we could take it out of log and we could put it like right here, but we'll keep it in log for now. One thing I want to show you guys is, so these are hand generated, like averages basically. And I use specific time periods for that, obviously, like the 12, 6, and 3 month, because it's just easier to, you know, do that. And so all those are previous sessions, right? And this is what I'll leave you with, and the video is over. But this is a nice learning point. Those are prior sessions. So like this case right here, this is the first 6 months of 2022, creates an average for that session from January to June, right? And so calculate that, put it on our chart, came to $5.19. Why are we bringing this up? Well, you can see that we aren't touching any of them. If you go to a chart like Bitcoin, and I put these same levels on here, Bitcoin interacts with them and comes back to the session average of the prior session quite often. So there's a mean reversion, whereas in this case, you're not really seeing that almost ever, which is not a good sign. It just means that people are only selling. The only real thing going on here is down. Statistically speaking, on Bitcoin, depending on the session time frame, these averages are met in most cases upwards of 75 to even as high as 90% sometimes, depending on the session. So the fact that it is failing to meet these, and they're trending down, obviously you can see they are trending down very quickly, tells me that, you know, I need to see something. And we just talked about getting back above this high here and holding it as support. And you can see you've got potential averages right here that'll probably act as resistance even if it did rally that high. So I'm not looking for this to do much other than probably head down to like the 42 to 34 cent region. And I'll set some alerts down here just to have them. That way when they go off, maybe I'll make another video about it. But also just show you guys, we're going to add an alert to this. We're going to create it, and it's letting me know I'm in log, so continue. And if it comes down here and hits that, I'm probably not going to do anything with it, but it'll be nice to know because I said this is where it was going, and I'll be correct about that probably. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the brutal honesty, do me a favor, smash the like, leave me a comment down below. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I try to post educational videos when I can. Yeah, catch us live every morning, Monday through Friday anyway, at 9 a.m. Central Time on the other YouTube channel that I operate in, and that is called Leading Crypto. I'll put a link in the description down below. You can catch our analysis live 5 days a week there. So, all right, guys, much love and enjoy the day.